So I actually paid someone to grow my YouTube channel. I actually spent money hoping to get more views, more clicks, more subscribers, and today I'm going to share my honest results. So let's get into it. So here's the deal. I'm actually on a mission to get 100,000 subscribers and make $100,000 in side hustle earnings by the end of 2025. I'm calling it my 100K journey. Now, between those two goals, I honestly think the subscriber milestone is the harder one to hit because when it comes to blowing up on YouTube, it typically takes like three different things: great content, smart SEO, and a little bit of help from the almighty algorithm. Now, of those three things, the one that I knew that I can outsource and optimize right away was SEO, otherwise known as search engine optimization. Because here's the truth. You could be sitting on what you consider the best content in your niche, but if nobody can find it, it's almost like shouting into the void. Now, instead of just trying to figure this all out myself, I decided to hire a pro. And who better to call on than the folks at Fiverr, who also happen to be the sponsor of today's video. Now, if you've never used Fiverr, it's basically the go-to marketplace where you can hire freelancers for pretty much anything. I've personally used it for digital business cards, video edits, logos, websites, you name it. And what I love is how easy it is to find real experts who do this full time and have thousands of hours of experience, so you don't have to waste your time DIYing something that's really outside of your lane. So I went on Fiverr, typed in YouTube channel optimization, sorted by top sellers, and then just started scrolling. And one freelancer that stood out to me immediately was Mike. And not only because he had great reviews, but something even better. He offers a free YouTube channel evaluation report before you even purchase anything with him. Now, I just assumed it'd be like a quick little one-pager about your channel. No, it was 34 pages of like deep channel analysis, as well as like things you could be doing better, how you're currently ranking, where you're falling short, some of the things he notices. It was crazy. And immediately I was like, okay, Mike, like for sure, take my money, let's do this. Now, with most Fiverr freelancers, you can pick between like three different type of packages. In this case, I picked the standard package. And what it came with was channel and page evaluation, keyword and hashtag research, 6 video optimizations, which I actually negotiated to 8, some title, description, and meta tags, and overall just channel SEO tweaks. Now, he actually promised a 3-day turnaround timeline from when you place the order to when he actually delivers the stuff, but he actually got it back to me in 1 day, which was pretty incredible. And he even threw in an additional video on top of the 8 I had already negotiated with them. Now, one thing to note when it comes to hiring a freelancer for SEO optimization, whether it's Mike or anybody else, they're almost always going to ask you to add them as a channel manager on your YouTube channel so they can go in and make the edits themselves. So essentially like giving them access to your YouTube channel. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, and I wasn't, you can just ask them to send you a PDF of all the changes they would have made, and then you can just manually change them on your own, which is what I did. Once I received all the PDFs, I just reviewed the information to make sure that I fully understood it. And when it came to the video optimizations, every video came with a rewritten keyword-rich description, suggested hashtags, tags and meta info, and pinned comment props, and even a structured template I could reuse for future uploads. So it truly was plug and play and really easy for me to do it on my own manually. But the part you actually care about, did it actually work? Well, SEO really isn't instant. Most experts say it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to see any changes on your channel. So I waited, and here's what I found. Now, to give you context, I only gave him videos that had done decently well in the beginning, but has since gone stale since uploading them, just to see if he can essentially revive some of my older videos. Now, of the 9 videos that he did, the 8 that I actually negotiated and the one he threw in, 4 saw a noticeable increase in viewership. So each of those saw a noticeable bump in views, watch time, and even some ranked better in search. Now, there was one video in particular that I was actually very surprised by because it had pretty much like flatlined. It had gone relatively flat, and it ended up seeing an 80% increase in the last 28 days than the previous 28 days. And I found that to be pretty surprising. Now, on the flip side, a couple of those videos really didn't do much of anything. These were videos that were already declining in viewership month over month, and honestly, they just continued to decline in viewership month over month. So all in all, somewhat mixed results. But here's the thing, it wasn't just about improving those 8 specific videos overall. He also helped me optimize my channel as a whole. So he did things like help me figure out how to lay out my homepage, upload defaults, thumbnail consistency, ways to drive organic traffic, And overall, since applying some suggestions, my channel performance overall actually has improved. So when I compare the last 28 days with the previous 28 days, my increase in traffic and subscriber growth is actually pretty good. Now, is that increase all because of the optimization? Maybe not. You can argue that maybe I just posted more compelling videos during that time, or the algorithm just finally picked a couple of them up. But I also do think that the optimization did help create some of that momentum. So here's my honest take. If you're going to pay somebody to do SEO channel optimization, just go in with the right expectations. It's not going to magically explode your channel overnight. But if you're already putting in the work and you want to make your content more discoverable, hiring an expert can definitely speed things up. So I wasn't really starting from scratch. I had a basic understanding of SEO before, but I really wasn't doing it strategically. But now I know exactly what to tweak on all of my uploads going forward. So would I actually recommend Fiverr for YouTube SEO help? Yes, especially if you find the right person like I did. Mike was responsive, professional, and super thorough. So if you want to check out his gig or explore some of the other ones, go ahead and click the link in the description and use my code for 10% off your first order. And if you want to dive deeper into what I ordered or how I evaluated the gigs, I broke it all down in a blog post on sidehustleseattle.com, so feel free to check that out as well. The question for you all: have you ever hired somebody to help with your channel or your content? How was it? Did you feel like it was worth it? Leave it all in the comment section below. Thank you as always for watching my videos, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one.